lights shine bright.
All right, so today we're taking a deep dive, into neon, but not, like the element itself.
Yes.
We're looking at neon, like through music.
Okay.
And specifically, we've got this song, Neon, by Kurt Holz.
Oh, yeah.
From his album Periodic One.
I know this one.
Yeah, have you listened to this album?
I have, yeah.
It's really interesting because like each song on the album is about a different element on the periodic table.
It's such a clever idea for an album.
Yeah, and he's like a multi-genre musician.
That. He does a little bit of everything.
So it's cool to see how he brings like the element to life through music.
Okay.
And specifically we're going to see how he connects neon to
the city.
The city, yeah.
Oh, the cityscape.
The cityscape.
Yeah.
So like right away those opening lyrics, city lights shine bright, neon glow takes flight.
Oh.
It's just like
so
vivid and visual, right?
Yeah.
Like you can see it in your head.
Yeah, and it makes me think of like old pictures of Times Square.
Oh yeah.
Back in like the 50s with all the flashing signs and the wet pavement reflecting all the lights.
Yeah.
And I feel like Kurt Holz does something similar here,
Yeah.
but he's using sound instead of a picture to create that like electric buzzing feeling.
Yes.
Yeah,
and it's not just the visuals.
Right.
Right? He really
it's sonic.
Yeah, it's a sonic landscape. Like when he says footsteps on the street, echoes incomplete, rhythms in repeat.
Oh, yeah.
Like you're there, right?
Yeah, you feel like you're walking down the street at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, that's where the science of
and
neon.
Glow.
Yeah.
How does it work?
How does it work?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So when electricity passes through neon gas,
Okay.
it excites those neon atoms,
Uh-huh.
and that causes them to emit light.
And what's interesting is that neon emits a very specific wavelength of light,
Okay.
which gives us that reddish-orange color that's so distinctive.
Yeah.
And that's why it really stands out.
Yeah, it cuts through.
It cuts through all the other
All the other visual noise.
amazing things. Kurt Holz is tapping into that in the song.
Yeah.
It's not just the science.
Yeah.
It's how that glow makes us feel.
Emotionally, yeah.
Yeah, especially in that urban setting.
Right. And
It has a real impact.
speaking of that, right, we were talking about the sounds of the city.
Yes.
But it's also like the feeling you get, right?
The emotional undercurrent.
Yeah, there's a like a bit of loneliness or like alienation, even though it's exciting, right?
Yeah.
It's like a
bit of both.
a two-sided coin.
Absolutely.
Like when he says chasing dreams away or lost within the fray.
Yeah.
It's like you're surrounded by all this stuff, all this energy,
Yeah.
and yet
You're still alone.
you're still
Lost in the crowd.
Yeah, and it's interesting how that connects to this broader
Cultural association.
color associations with neon, right?
Like you said, excitement,
Yeah,
but also alienation,
yeah, and maybe
a little danger,
danger or like
risk.
yeah, like the unknown.
Exactly.
And there's this line that I think really gets at
Which one?
night will guide your way.
Oh, yeah.
Like what is that?
What does that even mean?
Is it like
Is it literal?
is it literal? Is it metaphorical?
Is it guidance?
Yeah, is it guidance?
Is it a warning?
Is it a warning?
Or just like
or just an observation.
an observation? Like, hey,
yeah.
it's nighttime.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
And I think
He leaves it open.
he leaves it open and even the way the song is structured with like the repeating verses
Yes.
and that ho 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 vocalization at the end.
Oh, yeah.
What do you make of that?
Well, the repetition in the verses, it's almost like
Yeah.
hypnotic. Like you're getting caught up in the rhythm of the city. And then that ho, ho, ho at the end.
Yeah.
It's almost haunting.
Yeah.
It's like
like a wordless expression.
of everything the song is about.
Yeah.
All the emotions.
And it really
Makes you feel it.
it makes you feel something even if you can't
Articulate it.
Yeah. And that actually brings me to something I was thinking about.
Okay.
We don't really know whose perspective the song is from.
That's true.
We
Right.
don't get a clear narrative.
Yeah, so is this someone who's like embracing the city and all its energy, or are they feeling like lost?
Overwhelmed.
Yeah, overwhelmed by it.
That's a good question.
What do you think?
I think it's up to the listener to decide.
I mean, the song is open to interpretation.
Right.
And I think how you feel about the city in general will probably influence how you hear the song.
It's like, if you're someone who loves the city,
right,
you might hear it as like...
celebratory.
Yeah, like a celebration.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who finds the city...
overwhelming.
Yeah, kind of overwhelming.
Yeah.
And maybe...
You see how it's scary.
Yeah, a little bit scary.
Yeah.
Then you might hear it as like a warning. Yeah, like a warning.
Yeah.
So there's so much to think about here.
There is.
You know, we've gone through the bright lights and shadows of neon.
Yeah.
This Kurt Holz song.
Such an interesting piece.
And we've seen this really unique blend of like...
science and art.
Yeah, science and art and...
emotion.
Yeah, human emotion. And I think, you know what's so cool is that something as simple as neon can inspire...
It's such a complex and thought-provoking song.
Yeah. And I'd love to hear what you think.
Yes.
You know, dear listener.
What stands out to you?
Yeah, like how does this song make you feel?
What do you hear?
Yeah, what do you hear in it?
Yeah.
You know, based on your own experiences.
Right.
With the city and with life in general.
Absolutely.
So thanks for taking this deep dive with us.
Thanks for listening.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Beating like a drum.